I'm the principal at Key Learning Community. Well, Key Learning Community is it's a multiple intelligences school. It's actually the world's first multiple intelligences school. There were 8 teachers who were looking to do something different in education. They were kind of disheartened at what they were seeing in terms of curriculum, and they were seeing kids that they knew were really bright, but who were having trouble passing standardized tests. And these kids had these strengths and skills in other areas that they didn't feel were really being celebrated and highlighted. There were kids who couldn't pass a standardized test but were handling the finances for their family, or who couldn't pass a standardized test but could organize everybody at recess to play, 126 kids organized at recess to play kickball or whatever. So they were thinking, there's got to be different ways of looking at intelligence. They were doing a lot of reading and doing a lot of thinking, and so they ran across a book by Gardner called Frames of Mind. So after reading that book, they got to talking, all of them together, and they thought, this is interesting. This is what we're seeing. We're seeing that kids are smart in different ways.
Many children in our classroom who were classified failures because of testing, and yet we knew that they were going to be very successful in life. And so therefore we felt like that it was too narrow a scope in which we were looking at children, and that's why Howard's work resounded with us at that time, because he said that there were other intelligences that were just as important.
Basketball. Universal level would be like every kid kind of knows how to pick up and bounce a ball. Just every kid from the time they're like a baby. They see a ball, they can roll it, or they can bounce it. That's kind of a universal level skill versus a unique skill. We're talking about someone like maybe Michael Jordan or LeBron James, who is so specialized in their area that they have a very unique skill set. Well, that's the same in mathematics. There are people who are like that in mathematics, who are that. So we all fall along the developmental continuum on all of the intelligences. Our philosophy is that if attend to all of those areas on a regular basis, so that children get the same amount of music as they get math, or bodily kinesthetics as they get linguistics, then all of those intelligence areas are equally nourished. And if your strength area is equally kind of nourished and nurtured, then you tend to do better in everything else. Through looking at the activities that the students choose when they have their free choice time, and from looking at the goals they set for themselves in terms of things they want to do with those activities, we can help them to discover what their strength areas are. They actually chart kind of their own progress. They reflect on what they do in class when they go there. They love flow. Flow is a great place. So we're non-graded. We don't give grades. We also are non-competitive. Again, intrinsic motivation, achieving your personal best and personal mastery, not competing against one another. We focus on cooperation rather than competition. Students also, every single solitary student in our school, every semester presents a project based on their own individual learning, where they do an individual research project and present their findings to their colleagues, along with an original work that they create based on information that they learn while they're doing their research. Everybody, from the smallest kindergartner to the biggest 12th grader, does this. I see what our finished project is in those seniors who have come back from this culminating experience that they have, with their lives changed and a desire to go out and to serve the community. They really do kind of epitomize what our motto says, which is discover your strengths and change the world. They've spent their whole lives here discovering their strengths, and they went out in their own small little way and did something to try and change the world. And it changed something in them so that they will continue to go out and do that.